Hello everyone. So it's December 7th and winter's in full swing again around here. I kind of chuckled when I started making this video because my wife has a friend and she complained that all of her videos have snow in them, and this is kind of why we get about 6 months worth of snow here. So it seems like it's always snowing. So we'll have about 6 more months worth of videos with snow in them. I don't have a whole lot going on today, just feeding cows and our beefs, and just figured I'd make a quick video for you guys and give you a little update on what's going on around here. Winter seemed like it kind of hit hard and fast this year. We've had snow on the ground since the first couple weeks in November. And it's been pretty cold, really. I think we've had, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 days that have been 15, 20 below already. Maybe not that many days, but we've at least had 4 or 5 days that's been 10, 15 below pretty easy. And today, this morning, we had 13 below, and now it's kind of frosting, I guess you could say. It's not really snowing, it's more like a frost that's falling right now. Figured I'd give you guys a little update on our beefs. So it's December 7th today, so we're almost exactly a month away from our butcher date. I'm just walking over here to give them their grain for the day. See, we got this one here, that one over there. So these are our grain finished beefs that we're doing this year. Let's check on their water. We've got a little water heater in here to keep this from freezing up. Seems to work pretty good. So these grain finished beefs are up to 3 dog dishes a day a piece of grain, and that's about 12-15 pounds right now. So that's what they're getting, is 12-15 pounds of this beef feed on top of, you know, all the hay they can eat in that feeder. I'm out of grain in my garbage can, so I gotta go grab another sack of grain. So our beef feed comes in these 80-pound grain sacks. So they'll last about 3 days for us before we have to get another bag. So like I was saying, we got about a month left till these ones go to the butcher. Thought they're looking pretty good. Filling out pretty well, seem like. So now we'll turn over here to that Quonset building and go check on our grass-fed beef, see how he's doing. We got him in there with a young bull that Randall bought earlier this fall, and so he's got a buddy to hang out with. Just walk over here and check on their water. Looks pretty good. Check on the float here. So once this water fills up, that float's going to float up and kick the switch off up here. There it went. And just like that other tank, we've got another little tank heater in here that keeps us from freezing up. So like I was saying, here's our grass-fed beef. He's in here with this Hereford bull that Randall bought. So he's got a buddy to hang out with. But I'm happy with how he's looking. He's looking really good. Let's see if I can get a little bit closer to him. I'm happy with how that grass-fed one's looking. He's looking nice and fat and filled out. So I'm just walking through the Quonset now. I'm gonna check on the hay for these two. Make sure they got plenty for the next few days. So I'm gonna hop on this green Deutz Alice tractor and go feed the cows now. My cows over there down by my house, and they've been sitting by the gate all morning, so they're probably a little hungry. And I'm gonna take a bale or two out to my dad's cows also, so we don't have to start more than one tractor today, because it's, like I said, it's been pretty cold this morning and last night. So something that's been kind of a struggle so far this year. If you look in here, see on them hay bales, I'll zoom in a bit for you. But we've had a herd of elk getting into the hay shed here, starting to eat our bales and our round bales over here. So we've been dealing with that for about a week or so. Our neighbor just up the road from us has been getting a lot more of his hay eaten than any of ours, but I know the game fish was out here a few days ago trying to figure out what to do. So yeah, just one more thing to worry about. Gotta give you a little bit closer look real quick. So, I mean, you can see where they've been nibbling on these bales here in the hay shed. You know, here, a little bit there, a little bit on that one. Then on the front of them a bit. They're nibbling here and there. And like I was saying, they've gotten into the round bales over here quite a bit too, so just gonna have to try to watch them and keep them out of here. Can't afford to have all the elk eating our hay. So the way I've been feeding this year so far is just taking these, these round bales and just trying to unroll them in the snow there. Seems like it works out pretty good. And that way all the cows can get in there and eat on it. So we're feeding this way, and we're having to feed about every day, but we're just trying to not waste so much hay this winter because we had to start feeding so early this year. Like I was saying, we had snow on the ground since the first few weeks in November, and we had to start feeding, pretty heavy here first part of December. So we've been feeding pretty good for about 2 weeks now, and we just don't want to run out of hay, so we're trying to ration it a little bit. And I just unroll this last little bit by hand, try to spread it out the best I can. So that's what it looks like when it's all said and done. It rolls it out a little heavy in some places, but for the most part it does a pretty good job at spreading around, just unrolling the bale like that. So let's just run over and check on the water and call it a day. So the water looks pretty good. I'll probably just chip around this edge a little bit right there. Just chip it all the way back to the bank. So we're trying things a little bit different this year. Instead of keeping my cows all the way down there on the river bottom where all them trees are, like I did last year, we're keeping them up here closer to our house. It's right in this pasture piece right here. Because then I don't have to fight the water so much. Because last year, it was a nightmare trying to keep that water open down there. So I don't know if you guys remember from last year though, but I was having to fight to keep that water open all the time down there on the river. And if you guys haven't seen those videos, I'll put a link for those in the description if you want to go back and watch those. Kind of gives you an idea what we were fighting last year, and we just thought it'd be a better idea this year to keep them up here where we don't have to fight the water so much. Because this doesn't freeze shut quite as often. Like I was saying, it was about 15 below this morning. and this water is still open, and that's good. That's what you want. You don't want to have to be fighting your water all the time. And it's a lot closer to feed also, and I'm not sure what we'll do as the winter progresses, but for now we're going to keep them up here, and we might move them around here in a month or two once we get closer to calving. So there's a short and sweet video for you guys, and hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. Have a good day.